Yay, full house.
Well, welcome everybody.
Well, hi.
How's your mom doing so far?
Woo!
Love your pants.
Thank you. I hear that a lot. I love your pants. Congrats to Tony Ambriz.
Yeah,
who,
really nice guy.
He's my
Padre
bud.
Island. He's actually at this con. And yeah, he said, dude, I'm going to see you at a con in a couple months. What size do you wear and what do you want on it? I'm like, my dudes. Yeah, but which dudes? You do a lot of dudes. My main ones. So he put all of them except Ryu, so now he's going to make me Ryu pants.
He's still working on me this weekend to update my old pants.
He's going to update them? He's going to like give them back to him and then he's
Yeah, I'm
going
going
to
to give him
add more to it?
nasty pants. He's going to paint on them and I'm going to have them back.
Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, I'm
because
going to update them.
you can put Ryu in your...
They're not that bad. I kept them really. Actually, they hold up really well. You just inside out them.
Yeah,
in the washer.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah, the fabric paint holds up really well. But yeah.
I digress.
Then I went nuts and bought Kiss bands, and they matched the shoes. I was like, who do you voice? Gene Simmons? Stanley? Yeah. It just makes it easier. It's like, who do you voice? Read my pants. But it's cool. So, let's start over. Who are we? I'm Kyle. Who are you?
I'm Wendy.
Woo!
We do this professionally, and sometimes we get paid for it. On occasion, we actually, get the check and woo! We're not rich. Let's just blow that myth out of the water.
No, we are.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why we have other people buy us pants.
We could just go to the Goodwill and we just say, hey, can you make us some? And they do. It's great. No, so anyway, this have you guys been to this panel anywhere else before?
No.
Oh,
You guys-
cool. We have all newbies.
Newbies,
Great.
noob, and then one repeat. Okay.
one repeat.
If you saw this at Acon, it's the exact same panel, so if you get up and leave, I don't blame you. It's the same stuff. But it's different people trying out. That's the fun of it all. So this is sort of like, but not really like American Idol, in that we don't have Simon and Paula and all that
Well,
going
that's what you
on.
think.
Well, but we do have Wendy Powell. And Wendy has a very, very strong background in theater. She could definitely speak to the acting critiques.
Didn't we have some really good people
We
last
did.
We had some really great readers and people that came up and gave excellent performances. So
Yeah.
I'll just be honest with you on it. There's some people out there that really have
That potential and everything. It's hard enough to get your foot in the door to get that audition, but once you get that audition, you have that small little 5-minute window to make this first impression that you're not just a fan, you're actually a professional. You're someone who takes your craft seriously, and that's what this is about. This is explaining, this is why this is called Anime Auditions, semicolon, the process. So people don't get confused and think it's actual auditions and we're
someone
hiring.
just asked me, what are we auditioning for? I'm like, nothing! Welcome to my world!
But, I mean, I made these myself because I asked the guys at the studio, I said, can I just use the audition scripts? And he said, I would, but Viz would freak out. I was like, okay. It's like, but you could take a Naruto script and just make one yourself. Like, okay.
Woo!
So we have to thank Kyle because he actually did all the work on this part.
Thank you, Wikipedia. So, I went to Wikipedia because your typical, I know you guys can't see this really well, but maybe. You can see that there's a picture on there, right?
Yay!
There's the name of the character, Naruto Uzumaki, age 12. There's his
In real
picture.
life, the character's in color.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it makes a difference because sometimes a vocal choice that you might make may be different based on hair color or background or whatever. You know, you may make a different decision at that point. So you would see it actually in color.
Yeah, at least in Funimation.
No, you see in color where you're at, right?
No.
California doesn't even let you see it in color?
Well,
Damn those Calis.
yeah. Physically, because they're just busy making so many copies for all the actors coming in that they just black and white.
Really, y'all don't have a book.
Well, there may be a master book with the color copy
They don't
in
give
there.
it to you?
Oh no.
Okay, sorry about that. I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, that. Yeah. So the picture. And then underneath the picture, basically, there's a description of the character. So you know how to make a choice. Pretend that you don't know what Naruto is. Fans have been cosplaying it since 2002. And you're like, my God, will you please dress up as something else? So it's like, who's Naruto? Oh, he's he lives in the village of Kurai, has ambitions of becoming Hokage or leader of the village, and He's ostracized by the other villagers. He compensates with a cheerful and boisterous personality. Okay, that's cool. All right, that tells you a little bit about him. Okay, he's age 12, so he's not going to sound like this. And if you guys have noticed, in Japanese and in English, they cast a female. Because there are females in this world that can sound like little boys. And once in a while, there's some boys who can sound like little girls. I think Derek Stephen Prince has played a girl before. I don't know. He has a high enough range. But yeah, so we have characters from Naruto. And what we'll do is kind of simulate what it's like in the booth. So you show up for the audition, get there like 15 minutes early so you have time to look over the script and make some choices about what you want to do. Because once you get in the booth and do that first take, you're inevitably going to do like a second take. Or maybe even a third take. The director wants to see how you respond to direction, not just hear your performance and base it on that. They want to see, okay, all right, if I say, pitch the voice up, do you do that and react accordingly, or do you just give the same exact read a second time? It's like, okay, never mind, we're not getting anywhere with this. And I mean, you have some directing experience too, right?
Yes.
And that, is that kind of a mindset that you go through as new people come into the booth?
Well, I haven't a whole lot of it. I've just worked with some other people that have, but yeah, of course, and of course in the theater too. You want to see when you're auditioning people if they can take direction quickly, so they can change and run with the character. We don't have to spend a lot of time on one thing. They quickly can make a decision and move forward. In the booth, we don't have a lot of time to do anything other than take the direction and move. We don't have hours to work out whatever issue you got. So, yeah, absolutely. I've had directors actually tell me to do things in the booth that the character's never even going to do. Just to see if I can do it.
Yeah.
So, have you ever had that? It's like,
sure.
It's like that character never does that in the show, but okay. And it's just to see if you can take the direction and do it.
I tried out for a video game once, and I gave my read on the character given what the spec said. It's like, okay, he has this disposition and this, and he's very serious, but he speaks very enunciated like, and And then the director threw me a total curveball and goes, so you're from Louisiana, right? And I go, yeah. It's like, well, why?